Yo, what is going on, guys? Episode 5. It is August 10th today, 2019. I'm here. First solo podcast. This week, I hit up a bunch of people. I have a bunch of ideas for podcast interviews. Just nothing came to fruition on the fact that all the ones that I did have set up that they were willing to do it. It's just a matter of them having time in my schedule because I still have shit to do. So for me, I'm doing this the same day, but I'm in my final week of being at home at my parents' house. I leave for school next week. So with that being said, this week's a little hectic. So next week I think I'm going to do the podcast of us driving down to school. We leave on Sunday, so that's probably going to be following week. So hopefully in this week, I can actually have something recorded before I leave. But first off, I want to thank everybody who I was going to say in real life, but this is real life, but in my life, you could say that, are close to me, who's came out, given me constructive criticism, who's actually watched and stuff and everything. I really do appreciate it, and everything you say, from constructive criticism to praise and all that good shit, really goes a long way. I just want to get that through, but I really do think we have a great episode here. I actually did a little outline of shit I want to talk about, just how to go. Like last night, it was one of my friend's birthday, Sophia's 20th birthday. Most of my friends are all at Moonrise, so really I'm just here with my dog. She's sleeping on my bed right now. I'm just here on my bedroom. You guys probably can see like my Johnny Manziel jersey and my fucking Brett Favre jersey right there. And I'm just sitting here just thinking about, like, yesterday was her birthday, so afterwards, when I was a little zooted, fucked up, I went to Walmart. I have this weird habit of going to Walmart at like 1 a.m. And first off, I saw a woman, same haircut as me, made me very self-conscious. As soon as I saw that one, I was like, well, damn. Again, if you don't follow me on social media, CDECHOCH, Cedecock, on Instagram, and Cyro, Asseo, same thing as the end of this, like the name of the podcast, on Snapchat. I think I post really funny stories if you want to be entertained. And I saw her, I was like, well, damn, became self-conscious, bought myself Madden 20. Then, as I got home, I had my hands full and everything, and I usually lock my door on the side as I get out of my car. I forgot to take out my keys, so I locked my keys in the car with the video game and the Jewel. So I literally bought a brand new video game last night. Haven't even played it yet, due to the fact that I just fucking was an idiot and locked my car keys in the car. Of course, I can't wake up my parents and be like, yo, you want to give me my spare keys? Because I know where the spare keys are, but it's in their bedroom, and I would have had to woken them up. So I was like, fuck. Not that big of a deal, but that's it. I haven't played Madden 20 yet. I've heard mixed reviews. I just like Madden, and I've just been watching football, and I have to do my fantasy draft. By the way, I just bought tickets for the September 22nd game at Kansas City, with them playing against the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm on the visitor's side, and my two best friends who live in Breckenridge are driving down, staying with me at my fraternity, and we're gonna go to the WKU football game on Saturday, and then go to this Kansas City Chiefs game. And it's parents' weekend, so my boy's family's my boy who lives with me at the fraternity, his family's coming in, and they're going to the game, and I'm pretty sure they have an extra ticket. So my other boy, who goes to Jacksonville State, is flying in to KC, and he's gonna probably be coming to the fucking game with us. So it's just gonna be like the four of us just bowling. Actually, 5 of us, to be honest. It's 5 of us. I'm gonna just be bowling at this Kansas City game. I really think it's gonna be a great thing, and I really hope I really hope they all come like Thursday night or Friday morning, so we can fucking knock out a podcast with like the 5 of us, because it would be the funniest thing. I honestly think you guys would thoroughly enjoy that, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Either way, so that's gonna be September 22nd. I'm just stoked. Arrowhead, loudest stadium in the world, I'm pretty sure, but that's my opinion. But I do got something funny as shit that I do want to share with you guys. So I read Reddit. I read Reddit a little bit more than I should. If anybody actually uses Reddit knows that there's a point when if you dig too deep in Reddit, you'll start to be creeped out. If you just heard that was my dog. She's like in a deep trance right now. She's fucking out. Either way, this post is on Reddit Confessions, which this is when you've dug too deep. No, when you've dug too deep, it's slutty confessions, man. You should not be getting hard while you're reading a fucking Reddit post. Especially not be jerking off. I'm not saying I have. I'm just saying it's something I've done. It's fucked up. Right there when I paused, so besides being kind of high and just being a weird ass motherfucker, I heard my mom come in downstairs. So I just paused it to see what she was gonna fucking do. Also, I ate McDonald's and Taco Bell within an hour span last night after getting men, and right now I'm peeing out my ass. So those pauses where I just come back in randomly while talking about something is because I either feel like I'm turtle heading or like my ass is about to run like the Nile, or there's something going on that I need to edit out, and it just pissed me off. And this could be like a 10-minute sequence, or I could even change. Like right now I'm wearing an Argentine basketball team like shirt. I guess you could say it's the Argentine basketball league. I know someone plays for them, and I exchanged my Porzingis jersey for one of his jerseys, which I think is fucking sick. Either way, so this is an article called from the, like I was saying, when you dig down into Reddit too deep, you come across things. This is called Confessions. It is called Husbands of Reddit. I'm the man fucking your wife. Let me put my reading voice on. You know that uneasy feeling you get when you see that subtle change in her. She starts spending more time at the gym, doing her makeup, or her hair a little different. Seems a bit happier, and she spends more and more time out with the girls. That's uneasy feeling is me, or someone like me. Let me preface this by saying I know what I'm doing is wrong. I know it has the potential to tear families apart, break hearts, and create scars that will last a lifetime. It hurts me. Every single time I do it, it cuts into me deeper than that it lasts. I'm not proud of it. In fact, I hide it from everyone in my life, even my closest friends, which is why it feels so good to write this. That's nothing to say I don't get anything from it, because I do. But first, a little context. I'm 28, single, live in a major metropolitan city, and have a comfortable life. I have great family and friends, and have no problem meeting unattached women. 3 years ago, I met a woman, let's call her Melissa, who was at the tail end of a divorce. We met at the gym, and despite a bit of an age gap, we hit it off instantly. She was still living with a cop, who wasn't quite abusive, but certainly didn't treat her well. She was completely upfront about her situation, and said she wasn't really interested in meeting anyone. I told her I understood. That wasn't my angle. Truthfully, it wasn't. And that if she ever wanted just someone to talk and get the perspective of a guy, I'd be happy to listen. She seemed so taken aback from that someone just wanted to listen, that someone actually cared about how she felt. So grateful for some intimacy, even on a platonic level. It gave me a good feeling to know that maybe I was helping her in some way, at least in my mind. So over a span of a couple days, coffee and talking turned to drinks and laughs. I don't know her well, but I could already see a change in her. Like a weight has been lifted off her shoulders, and maybe she just needed a little fun in her life right now. Drink turns to poor decision making as I go to drop her off. The evening ends with Melissa bent over the hood of my car and her garage, having the loudest orgasm I've ever heard. She lived in a high-rise building with underground parking, so her husband wasn't likely to stumble upon us. After that, our dynamic pretty much turns physical. We fuck everywhere. My place sometimes, her place when her husband is at work, the car, the gym, the beach. Frankly, it's great. It's hot. It feels a little dirty and forbidden, and she fucks like she hasn't gotten off in years, which very well could have been true. I think that's where something clicked for me. I wasn't really meeting women that I could see spending any amount of time with. And with Melissa, I was giving her something that she felt desired and acknowledged and appreciated. The quid pro quo here, I got great sex and the feeling that maybe I had helped her out a little bit. A few weeks later, she tells me that she's going to try and work things out with her husband. I tell her I'm happy for her, and I hope it works. We hug goodbye and haven't spoken since. In no way am I suggesting that I had anything to do with her and her husband getting back together, just explaining how it tapered off. Here's where the shameful part begins. Since then, I've actually been seeking out married women almost exclusively. I would say at least 50. It's shocking how easy it is. I'm not married, so I don't know how much about the intracycles of marital bliss, but I will tell you that there's so many women out there who are angry, hurt, feel unappreciated, and unfulfilled. They're everywhere. I've had relationships with married women that I've met at grocery stores, gym, bookstores, malls, restaurants, coffee shops, IKEA, fucking Home Depot. It's just so easy to spot. The prolonged eye contact, the ring check, bashful smile, which is essentially an invitation to come talk to them. So many beautiful women inside and out that just got ignored by their husband. Men of Reddit, you want some insight on why your wife would cheat on you? The number one complaint that I hear is a man lying in bed next to your wife. He just doesn't listen to me. Women are feeling driven. They need to show affection, both physical and emotionally. Perhaps more than anything, they need to feel loved and desired. That doesn't mean with your fucking cock. It means picking up the subtle cues when they're unhappy or having a bad day and giving a fuck. Maybe to a certain extent, I'm taking advantage of these women or where they are in their life. I used to tell that to myself to balance it all out by giving them something that they were lacking at home, whether physical or emotional. Yesterday, after something happened that really stung deep, I know this is getting long, so I'll try to wrap it up quickly. So one of the women I've been seeing lately, that's called Jessica, is 36, very pretty and sweet, married mother of 3. We met a couple of weeks ago at a bar when she was out with some girlfriends. Husbands of Reddit, another note, out with the girlfriends is most likely your wife is going to be talking to a guy like me. Not saying all women are profound to infidelity, but I've met several women in scenarios like this. Girlfriends keep their mouths shut. We start talking, hit it off well. Within 15 minutes, she started telling me how tough things are with her husband. This, right here, these words, having a tough time with my husband, spoken to as strangers, basically saying, hey, I need a break, need some excitement, I'm open to sleeping with you. So a few drinks, I walk her to her car, we kiss, trade email addresses, husbands are Reddit, all indecent communication takes place on Facebook or via email. No phone, just saying. Next day I get an email telling how great it was to meet me and ask if I'd like to come to her yoga class for a class. I accept, class is great. We go grab jumbo juice afterwards, yada yada yada. We end up fucking on the floor of a yoga mat. She's awesome again, and just one of the women that just seems like she hasn't been touched or shown attention in years. So we've been doing this for a couple weeks now, same routine. I got a free yoga class and get to fuck the instructor afterwards. It's actually been great. One of the best relationships like this I've had in a while, and we get so along well. No expectation of innuendos about the future of a relationship, just fun and enjoying each other. Yesterday, same routine. I go to class. After class, we're fooling around. The studio is essentially a big storefront with a small bathroom in the back, shades covering the window in the front of the room. We typically just lock the front door and fuck on the floor towards the back of the room. So the door is locked. We're 45 minutes in. She's on top, getting close. I put my hands on the back of her head and pull her face into the nook of my shoulder. We come together. She pulls her face away from my shoulder, kisses me, and says, that was fun. As she starts to sit up and pull her hair to a ponytail, I literally see the color in her face drain. She immediately starts to cry and shaking. I turn my head, and there's a guy standing about 6 feet away from us. It's her husband. He let himself in. I get up real quick. Dick still hard. Condom feel it come. Thinking I'm about to get the shit kicked out of me. The guy's crying. Hard. Not even looking at me, but instead of his wife, naked, kneeling on a yoga mat in the studio he helped build for her. And this right here is the absolute lowest moment of my life. I feel like scum. Worse than scum. I can feel myself just start to tear up thinking about this family that I just rained down dysfunction on. The kids. It's not like I was some fucking mistake. It was me. I sought out for this on my own perverted, self-gratifying reasons. I couldn't go fuck some Trixie at a bar. I had purposely seeked out a married woman, a fucking mother, and now my fucked up decisions have caused the family to fall apart. I didn't say a word, pulled up my shorts, grabbed my clothing, and Matt just walked out of there. They both stayed put. Neither looked at me on the way out. Last thing I heard him say was, I don't understand. So I'm done. That's where this is my confession. It will serve as a reminder of the pain I've already caused and potential harm that my own fucked up behavior can bring, not just the one person, but a whole family. From the bottom of my heart to the families that my actions affected, I am so very sorry. I was immature, irresponsible, and exploitive. I'm so sorry. I don't know how much you're going to hear of that. If my reading skills were that fucking good, I think I'm an alright reader. Sometimes I get a little bored when I try and focus on it. But that was fucked up. I was fucked up, man. I think you guys should have. I thought that was fucked up. It's a little something different. But yeah, this has like 1.5 million people subscribed or like members to the Reddit confession page. So I'm just kind of funny. It's a place to admit your wrongdoings, acknowledge your guilt, and alleviate your conscience. This thing has been viewed by like a couple thousand people. It has a shit ton of a couple thousand comments too. So with that, he's got 300 comments. But with that being said, I think this was a great little read. If you guys have any opinions, just tweet me or anything. Comment down below. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, again, I guess you have to tweet me. Follow me on Instagram. Just do anything. Contact me in some sort of way. You probably know how to if you really wanted to. But no, let's talk about something else now. I just felt like adding that. We're going to talk about porn while we're on the topic about sex. You ever try to use like a move in porn from porn, thinking it would work in real life? Like you could just take. I'm not gonna like use like the thumb popping. Definitely, most of the girls have done that too. That I've seen porn. Every girl in porn seems to love it. Real life, they don't. They don't really. Thumb in the ass. There are two people. They definitely don't like it. There's so many moves from porn that I've seen, and when I was like 15, 16, definitely tried them out. Sometimes I still do. Definitely never works. Like I think out of like the 12 that I've tried, yeah, 12, give or take, but only like one or two really. And the girl was a freak though. So I think that's an outlier. You can't really use that in the science of data. You can't have an outlier. Doesn't work like that, mate. You know? I don't think I'd honestly be able to count that, just because I could say that about any of those type of girls. They're into that. They're almost up there with porn stars, but porn stars are being paid to enjoy it. So I think it's different. Like gay for pays. Definitely, I guess, I don't know how you're not gay if you're fucking a dude. I guess it's like being a street hustler. As long as the pay's good, they probably don't care. I could never do that. I mean, it is $3,000 a scene for guys if you're straight and they get you to do gay. It's really insane. Especially, it's really insane. Like Johnny Sins probably could command like 30, maybe like $1 million just for that one scene. I'm like not even kidding. Johnny Sins probably could. Kind of done with that topic. Felt a little weird. More and more I talked about that. Just like kind of a fucking freak. Not fucking freak. I definitely have like a little bit of some clips I'm gonna take of me doing Lou Holtz, and I think it's like kind of fucking frightening. Me talking like Lou Holtz. Like it's one of the most frightening things I think I've ever heard. So I'm gonna probably put this at the end of this, or like some point. But no, the next thing I want to talk about is this guy just died. I didn't even know who the fuck this guy was, Jeffrey Epstein. So like I'm right now on my laptop. I'm just gonna look him up right now. You're probably gonna hear my little fucking hands go off. I don't have little hands. I actually kind of have large hands. Like they're skinny. They're skinny, but they're long. I got lanky ass fingers. But Jeffrey Epstein, an American financier, was a convicted sex offender, best known for his alleged sex trafficking of minors and close connections with many of the world's elite. Epstein began his career in finance at the investment bank Bear and Stearns before forming his own firm, J. Epstein and Co. So he was found, they said, in his cell, hung. He was dead. He was a convicted pedophile, was being held without bond, and he was facing charges of child sex trafficking. Supposedly, like, sex trafficked for, like, he has pictures with Donald Trump together. He has, like, this girlfriend. I'm trying to been reading about it. It's, like, kind of weird, but, like, 6:30 this morning, they found him unresponsive in his cell after an apparent suicide. They tried to resuscitate him at 39. They pronounced him dead, so 9 minutes later. The rich man lived like a pig in a sty after that attempt. So people would target him for extortion as he was a wealthy pedophile. So he tried to kill himself a couple times is what I'm reading. Then he lived in like a pig in a sty. Like he would always ask for more toilet paper, eating his meals off the floor. Conversations with us. He would ask for the other inmates' numbers. He put money into their accounts. He was actually a really nice guy, it seems like, in jail, but he's a fucking weirdo from like that. So, and then his girlfriend or something, Gleason Maxwell, trafficked her to powerful men for sex. Virginia Roberts Giff, who said Maxwell recruited her as a 16-year-old during her summer job at Mar-a-Lago, testified that MC and Maxwell lent her out for kinky sex with foreign heads of state, a wealthy Wall Streeter, former U.S. Senator, a high-regarded scientist, and the Britain's Prince of Andrew. So, the Prince of Andrew. So, they're saying that Prince of Andrew's, like, involved with this, heads of state, other people. So, this guy was pretty much finance investor and shit like that, but he was mainly just fucking giving guys, like, girls to have sex with, essentially, that he would recruit and pay. And he never got a degree or anything, from what I'm reading. It's really not an interesting subject, or it is to you guys. I don't know. I was just trying to read this and trying to, like, give off my opinion. So from what I'm reading is that, like, he was just this guy was definitely involved in sex trafficking. He was already a sex offender. He hung himself. He went to NYU and Cooper Union, didn't graduate with any degree. And literally he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like at least 15 cases, and like 9 on the fact of sex trafficking, and mainly sex trafficking and sex, like, shit like that. Just fucking, I don't get it. But he owned an island in the Virgin Islands. Like, this guy, he is fucking rich. I want to see. He was a billionaire at one point. He was a billionaire before 2008. And then in July 12, sorry for going quiet at points, but I'm, like, reading this. Based on records from one financial institute, that Jeffrey Inside was extravagantly wealthy and had assets of worth at least $500 million, earned more than $10 million a year. That extent of wealth, however, was not known, since he had not filled out a financial affidavit for his bail applicant. According to Bloomberg today, so little is known about Epstein's current business or clients that the only thing that can be valued with all certainty are his properties. The Miami Herald, in their investigation of Paradise Papers and Swiss leaks, does conclude that Epstein's wealth is likely to spread secretly across the globe. Holy shit, this guy's probably so fucking rich. I want to search up how much they're going to say. Jeffrey Epstein net worth before he died. So, how much is Jeffrey Epstein? They're saying he's worth $2 billion. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. And a lot of his money's been misappropriated. Or now, Jeffrey Epstein's worth is estimated at $559 million. That's fucking insane. All these women have, like, pictures of him up. I don't really have a problem. Like, I guess we'll never know. Like, it's pretty insane. So he had $56 million in cash, $112 million equities, $194 million in hedge funds and private equities, $56 million home. He owned, like, fucking properties all over the world. 2 properties in Virginia Islands, and then 1 whole island, Little St. James Island. And he has a Boeing 747 as a private jet. Holy smart. That's fucking crazy. And, I mean, he fucking made it. I mean, he died. He killed himself in jail. Obviously, he must have been doing something wrong, or he must have been unhappy with his life, because even with that amount of money, he couldn't keep himself out of trouble or be happy. But I think that's going to be today's episode. Yeah, this is today's episode. I think that's what I'm going to shoot. I don't know if I had anything else. A little short one today. Nothing special. Just wanted to come in, talk to you guys. Just hear you guys. Not really hear or speak. Speak and let you guys hear what my crazy mind has to say on a noon basis on August 10th, 2019. But that's about it. My dog was surprisingly quiet this whole time. She's like doing real good. Let's see if she can breathe into the microphone. She did a breath right there, right when I went up. It was kind of cute. She was really cute. Now she's looking at me like, what are you doing, motherfucker? I was going to say a bad word, and then I realized I can't say that word into the camera because it's probably not good. If I did that shit, it wouldn't be that nice. I'm going to just be a weirdo for the next couple seconds because I don't know what to do. I'm going to end this real weird. I'm done. I got to shave. I got shit to do. Probably just going to play Madden 20. Maybe take my dog on a walk. Cut up a National Hebrew and feed it to her. Mix with her dog food. She gets sick of just eating dog food by itself. She wants some good flavor in that bitch. Make that shit hit. But that's about it. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I'm just being a fucking weirdo. Jesus Christ, I had a little phlegm right there. I'm a little high. I'm done. This is all. And that's all. Episode 5. Hopefully, next week, I can just fucking make something better. Entertain you guys. Pinto, Argentine team from the city of Wally Y. That's where my mom's from. I got the jerseys from the ball players that I'm family friends with. It's kind of good. Really good game we had. We were both 16. You probably could kick my ass because I don't do cardio anymore. The only cardio I do is missionary precision sex. But about that, I don't really run, man. Maybe up some stairs sometimes. I kind of try to just work out some push-ups and crunches. I really don't do anything physical besides sex and jerking off and competitively drinking and eating. I think the most physical activity I've done this. I mean, you know what? That's a lie. I landscape all summer. That's got to be worth something. That's got to be worth something at least. But no, besides landscaping and working in the kitchen, that's my physical activity. I think that's I'm like skinny, lanky, but I can fuck somebody up. I mean, I can get fucked up very easily. I'm 160 pounds. But if you don't know how to fight, I know how to fight. I like fighting. Fighting's kind of fun. I'm just rambling. I don't know why I keep pushing this on. Episode 5, guys. Share with your friends, your family, everyone. Like I send every podcast, I want to talk about prayers for Papke. Good friend of mine was in a serious injury, injured his neck, and any donation, if you and your friends have $5 each, that's $25 if there's 5 of you, or $10 if there's 2 of you. Anything goes a long way. The link will be in the description of all platforms this is on, like I do always. If you have time, not really time, if you can, please make a donation. And there's shirts and bracelets. I should start wearing these shirts. I got like one downstairs, and then I got another one for my cousin back in Argentina. So if you can, make a donation. It's for a good cause. And yeah. Alright, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Peace out. Thanks for watching episode 5 of Fast Times with Cyro. It was a fun one.